We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
Hopefully it connects to the right stream. Setting up your meeting for YouTube Live. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it looks like it connected to the right stream.
All right. Well, let me pull that one up.
Looks like it did. Okay, there we go. It's live, but it's on a different link.
It's on a different link. All right. Let me see here.
Yeah. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to retweet the new link. Okay. Thank you, Zoom. That's why I like using StreamYard over on Cardano Live, and I'm just going to stick with StreamYard. So I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Because StreamYard works every time, and Zoom somehow managed
Yeah.
to change it.
Melon app is a fork of StreamYard that's just a little bit nicer and better priced.
Wow, it's a fork of StreamYard. Wow, pretty cool, man. It's good to learn these apps because a lot more of these meetings are going to be online. Like Comic-Con, you physically went there, right? And people physically go to Comic-Con, which is fine. Did Comic-Con happen this year with people actually being there with the pandemic stuff?
New York Comic Con did, but I don't think San Diego did.
Okay.
But I think from what I saw, for picture wise, they limited the amount of people for New York quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay,
So
putting a new link.
in the Telegram, or
No, yeah, I'm putting it on Twitter.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tag cNFT updates or NFT updates.
NFT update IO.
NFT update IO. And has the title of BuffyBot, powered by BuffyBot. Okay. All right.
There we go.
So I got that out. Oh, let's see. And people are done. Hi, folks. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff here for cNFTcon 2021. Okay. Okay, so let me post that link.
Let's see how everybody can hear us and everything. All right.
Yeah, I definitely highly recommend StreamYard because this Zoom, it keeps changing. Sometimes it generates a new link.
Yeah. I actually, like I said, I use Melon and it keeps updating all the time. Like right now, one of the updates that they just did was I can share multiple screens, right? All queued up on the left, the little waiting room that they have on the left in StreamYard.
Yeah.
And you click what to show on screen, who not to show on screen type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, a Melon Up just added where you can open up like 3 or 4 other screen shares. So like if you're sharing a whole bunch of different tabs, they're all preloaded and ready to go. And they also added automatic intro, automatic outro.
So that's Melon app.
Yeah.
Now I pay for StreamYard. Is Melon? What is it? Got a fee?
Yeah. Okay. It's from what I remember, it was a little bit cheaper than StreamYard, but I'm also grandfathered in on price wise, so I don't know what the new ones are.
So. Yeah, that can change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also like that I also can it automatically records everything. So if I want to edit something or something, I just click download the from the cloud the whole episode.
Yeah. All right, we got people dialing in. Bang from Sweden. Bang Peterson, thanks. How you doing? Crypto Hunter. Bang says the sound is good. Thanks, Ben, for the sound check there. All right, Marco, we're gonna go over the schedule. What I'll do is I'll show people what's linked down below, and then we'll go on to the schedule with the updates because the schedule's rather dynamic, which happens when you're running a huge operation here, Marco. It's amazing. I
want to say thank you first off to Alyssa from Never Engine. She worked really hard on confirming schedules, who was recording, who was not recording. We sent out forms to people, and she was able to handle a lot of that while I was handling a lot of the other stuff. So, and then we had Nick from Sushi Bites, who was working really hard on marketing and getting that ready, and then Dima, who was working hard on the intros and outros and collecting art from a lot of the panelists for our NFT drop for the legacy pass holders. Shout out.
Yeah.
And then of course Trevor and from Never Engine and Tyler with Spaces for helping hosting as well, and Kaizen and you, of course, for the kickoff. It's really a community effort, and we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great to see people just chip in and do stuff like that, and and it does remind me of Comic-Con in that sense where people really get decked out. Now, I haven't
Right.
gone in the Comic-Con in San Diego, but I've worked in San Diego during which, and the hotel areas are just packed full, and I will
Right.
see bus loads of people dressed up in costumes, and they put a lot of effort into these costumes
Oh
getting ready
yeah,
for Comic-Con. Now, with
yeah,
NFTs, the direction it has gone here is with collectible art, which kind of falls in the same category because some of it is sci-fi based, some of it is historical based art, and there's all these different categories of cNFTs just in the art category of NFTs on Cardano. Now you have all these different genres of NFTs coming up in the process, and I find myself drawn to some of them. Like you got the techno art style
hmm
NFTs like Cardano City, and you have the OG style with Space Buds, and you have things with that have the it's kind of like the horror style,
right.
right? Although almost all of them have a zombie of some sort. Um, they have a particular style or genre to their NFTs, but then there's the horror NFTs with the skulls and all that kind of stuff. And
Well, it's kind of like how a lot of the drops that we were doing for the Legacy Pass, the Muses, the Herkimers, and the Monstrosity ones.
yeah,
We did all Halloween themes, so they're all dressed up. They're all and it was a lot of fun playing around with that as well. And we do have a cosplay contest going on in the Discord. So a lot of people have been submitting photos of them dressed up. A lot of them are doing like the dressing up like claymates.
I saw them on Twitter. Okay, so for anyone who's just now dialing in, there are links in the description down below that goes to the cNFTcon Twitter. It's labeled BuffyBot, so you'll see BuffyBot in the name, and you'll see there's a link to the Discord down below, so you can get onto the cNFTcon Discord and partake in this
Costume contest.
costume contest over on the Discord. So check out those links down below and participate. And I was going to dress up today, but it was a little bit earlier in the morning. I didn't want to bother other people.
I'm a big guy and I'm also very hairy, so nothing ever looks right on me.
You could dress up as Sasquatch.
Yeah, I could. Um, I could always be the guy from Harry Potter,
Yeah, you could be Hagrid. You could
Haggard.
easily do Hagrid. You could do a wizard, no
I
problem.
could be Hodor. I could strap a door to my back and be like Hodor.
Oh, you could definitely pull off wizard anytime. Hagrid would be easy.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is take your glasses off, and you'll be like is stunt double for Hagrid.
there we go. But then I couldn't see you guys very well.
There you go. There's Hagrid stunt double right there, live, live. At
Yeah, I did dress
cNFTcon.
up.
Nice. All right. So yeah, smash that like button. Thanks for the shout out there, and Marco, thanks for getting a shout out to the folks. I'm gonna pull the schedule up. I'm gonna show them what's linked down below, and then you can go over the changes with us. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately, Adam had his vacation scheduled a long time before we had to finalize dates, so we haven't been able to update the schedule on our website. But it's on a Google Calendar link, and it's all on Twitter and stuff like that.
yeah, Adam is the wizard behind the curtains.
Yeah.
Marco's the wizard out front, and Adam's the wizard behind the curtains. All right, let me share this out. Let's see. Chrome. Hopefully this is sized well for display. Let me know if that looks good. I'm checking my YouTube stream over here. All right, looks good. Okay, so here was the original schedule.
Right.
This gives us a pretty good guideline to go by. And as people's schedules shifted a little here and there, this schedule also shifted. So you'll see the schedule layout here. All right. And there is a link to the schedules that will bring you to this scheduling document. This is updated. Marco's keeping this one up to date.
Yeah.
Where Friday afternoon. Now these times are shown in
Your
Eastern
local
Standard Time. Yeah, they're shown
right.
in my local time. So this time on your screen is not the time you're going to see on the schedule.
Well, actually, I think they're UTC times.
Oh wait, let me see.
Because
yeah, these are UTC. Yep.
Yeah, so if you go to agenda, it'll and that'll show you this view that we're currently seeing. I don't know how to change the time to do it to your time zone. Yeah, see, if you look at the very bottom of the screen, it says shown in, I wonder if you click on that, if you could change it. No.
I'll just leave it in UTC because I actually work well with UTC. I'm going to stick with that. So yeah, when I looked earlier, I thought I saw local, but this is in UTC. So what you're seeing on your screen is in UTC. So adjust for your time.
And so that was Friday's panels that we're currently looking at.
Okay, and you had Cardano waifus on. I'm going to go back and watch that one. I didn't catch all these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of great conversations, not only about the projects, but about the space, a lot of the stuff that the projects deal with, a lot of great personal stories. It's just very diverse. Me and Fadukin had a great chat. I wish we could have went on for like 3 hours. Luckily, last night, me and Alex from, I think you were in that one. Were you or not?
I was in the one with Jeff and the one with Alex, and I caught like 15 minutes of Fahad Doken.
Yeah. And so we went on for like 90 minutes, me and Alex, where normally it was going to be like a 45-minute chat.
Yeah. Look how much this grew. Okay. So here was the original schedule for Saturday.
Yeah.
And it expanded. It changed a little bit. It expanded a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so for today, coming up in the next hour, in about 45 minutes, will be Cardano Buzz.
No. So remember, because this is UTC. So if you go down to the Rick Digital Mortal 3 p.m.
Oh, I got you.
That's actually the start of today.
Yep, start of today. So in 45 minutes, it'll be Claymates. Thank you, Marco.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Keep me on track. And Claymates. So you're going to have Claymates in 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by, I'm glad you did at the top of the hour for each one so people can dial in.
And we tried to make them about 45 minutes long so that, give about 15 minutes for people to adjust, kind of type of stuff.
Yeah. All right. So then you have Dead Pixel on NFT Maker Pro with Patrick.
Yep.
On a Drex.
Yep.
Turbo Egan and Cardano.
Turbo Egan is Stellar Hood for those that don't know.
Is who?
Stellar Hood.
Is that one already dropped?
Yeah, that was the one where it's all on. He was the first all on chain where you can view the planets and change the stars in the solar system and stuff like that. It was all he coded everything on chain, no block frost, no nothing.
Wow.
You have to check out his website. It's just stellarhood.com.
Oh, I see. So they're still for sale.
No, they sold out.
Oh, they sold out. Okay.
Yeah. And all of the data from all of the solar systems are based on real statistics and real stats and real solar systems.
Oh, shoot. I remember seeing that one on Twitter, and I missed the drop. there's so many. I keep missing these drops, Marco.
Yeah.
And then what I find myself doing is I'm on token or NFT,
Right.
cNFTIO later, looking around and saying, "Where's that one I missed?"
Yeah, I got busy yesterday and I missed the forgotten drop. So I spent a lot of time in between panels and last night before going to bed picking up some on cNFT.io.
I'm gonna have to go over there on cNFTIO, see what I can get them before the floor price goes up. All right, so now here's a new edition. We got Monday, October 25th. We went into
So
following
yeah,
late Sunday night, early
so
Monday
yeah,
night.
if you basically look at the schedule, like whatever time it is now, it's just every hour. So for specific standard time, like that Space Buds, I think is like 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time or 8 Eastern.
Okay. All right, so what people can do is I'm going to take you to the channel. So right now people are on the Digital Fortress channel. So this is for the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the link to the NFT updates channel where Marco is deploying all of the videos plus the upload videos. I'll post
Right.
that link in the chat.
We also have some check out there's some 5 minute, 2 minute videos of other projects that we call spotlights. And for example, if you want to click on is the Corner Friends one we did on Friday with on Kaizen, but like the Nifty Teddy one, was a pretty funny one. But yeah, you can see the Stellar Hood one there is the premiere, later.
Make this bigger so I can actually see it for the
Some of these
viewers.
we pre-recorded.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Marco, this is brilliant. Okay, so you have pre-recorded videos here.
Mm-hmm.
This cNFTcon is massive. So you have tons of pre-recorded videos, and you have these live streams where people can participate
Right. And
and
we're
interact and
also
have
in the
fun.
chat sometimes of the premiered ones, of the pre-recorded ones as well.
Okay. You know what we could do next year is have a costume party. So we'll set a time for people to dress up, and we'll drop this Zoom link in a channel somewhere.
But we're going to be live in Vegas next year.
Oh, nice.
So remember, we're going to set you up a little studio to broadcast live from.
Perfect. Man, I would love that. I want to go to Vegas. I've been to Reno and Circus and all that, but I have not been to Vegas. That'll be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so folks, you can check out all the videos here on the youtube.com/C NFT update.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Marco has. So check out this channel, both live that he's broadcasting. So later today, go over to this channel. You will see the video with a live badge on it. Click on that one and you can participate directly in the chat with the cNFT creators and Marco. And there's other videos available that were uploaded. In addition to on YouTube, follow this NFT update Twitter account. That way, if there's more videos or if you lose track, the BuffyBot NFT update Twitter account will have updates throughout the day. Marco, that's still the plan today. I saw you doing these yesterday, yes?
Yeah. If you go back up, scroll up a little bit, let's do another shout out to Smog, our CNFT Person of the Year winner, just a little bit higher there.
There we go. Yeah, let me zoom that in so people can see that.
And so, yeah, the award itself, Aeon Sky did it, and you'll see it has Smog underneath in the middle of the award.
Oh, I see. You imprinted the NFT with. Oh man, that's brilliant.
It's the Golden Buffies, and so we want to make the award show every year, the Buffies.
Yeah.
And then this is the first one, the Golden Buffy, and then we're gonna have a whole bunch of Golden Buffies next year for all different types of awards. We're gonna put a committee together, come up with categories, nominations, all that kind of fun stuff.
Man, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Marco, you're amazing. You never cease to amaze me. The one thing you're
Well, thank
consistent
you.
at is that you're full of surprises.
Well, like I said, we talked a little bit in the Cardano Foundation thing about, and also, plenty of the panels is we get to move fast in this space, right? And it's the whole instant gratification type of thing, right? Like you can put things out there and it can, you don't have to wait months to get a lot of the feedback, you know?
Yeah, that's a nice thing about internet and blockchain. You can give something unique like that trophy. You can give it instantaneously, near instantaneously,
Right.
and it has a permanent and unique engraving on the chain.
Well,
So,
we're also going to do, we have an infinite objects version of it that we're going to send him. I don't know if you've seen the infinite object stuff.
I just can't recall. I've seen so many things, it's mind blowing.
Yeah, Infinite Objects is a company out of New York. They make these little screens that are battery powered, but you can also plug them in, and they will loop a video up to like 5 minutes, right? And
Okay.
so you basically go to their website, you can upload the video, right? And you have a physical copy of the NFT, um, and stuff like that. So we have a physical version of this that we're going to send him as well, so that he can have on top of the NFT itself.
Wow. So what they're gonna forge this thing out of bronze, or
No, no.
I guess you
Here,
don't know.
just go to Infinite Object. Here, let me do this real quick. I'll send you the link.
Okay. All right. Let me check chat real quick while Marco's sending me a link. I got a lot of windows open, so I'm
Yeah, no
trying to
problem.
keep
I'll
track of all
just
this stuff. I have a question for the viewers. I got a
sure.
question for the viewers. All right. What are your favorite cNFT projects so far and why? Let me know in the chat. What is your favorite cNFT project and why is it your favorite? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the description down below. I don't think you can post links in the description, but you can try. Let me know if your link will stick to the description. But let us know. What is your favorite project and why is it your favorite project? Is it the art? Is it the delivery by the development team? Is it the follow up that they have? Is it their long term support that they have? Do you like to have season 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the same one? So put that down below. I also have another question. Aside from artwork, what other use cases and business areas do you see adopting cNFTs? But let's go with the first question. What are your favorite cNFT projects so far and why? Let us know. And then, Marco, I will grab that link
Well, as
and we'll put
far
it up on
as
the screen.
use cases for NFTs, let's just focus on cNFTcon 2022, right?
Yeah.
Tickets, right? We can make your tickets NFTs, right? And not only do you get to use the NFT as a pass to the con, but then it becomes a souvenir as well, right? You can use them to store kind of certain records, um, and all kinds of stuff. So like your house deed, your graduation certificate, your degrees, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you have the infinite objects here. So they're basically these little things, and you can preload the NFTs onto them, the video, and make like physical copies of them.
Okay. So then what you'll do is put the trophy
Yeah, into one
inside
of those. Yeah,
one of these cases.
and then send it to them. So that
And
way,
this
and
will,
it'll last about 2 hours on batteries or so, I hear. But it also has a plug in the back, so you can plug it in and it'll keep going infinitely.
okay. And so this will play up to a 5 minute video
Yeah,
inside it.
on a loop.
You know what? Don't tell anyone, but I think I'm gonna get one of these for my wife.
There you go.
Just don't tell anyone. Don't worry, she doesn't watch this channel.
Yeah, but the one of the great things about the legacy pass that I want to do is use it as an anchor to test a whole bunch of use cases and ideas and stuff as an anchor.
Okay. So how does it get in there? They have to just download it
No,
and
you actually, if you just go through the process, print your own, it'll have a little upload video. It'll tell you upload it. And it comes preloaded.
okay. So you can dump the NFT in there, the animated NFT.
If yeah, is I'm not sure exactly how that works. I think you might have to have the original video. Like we're using the original video. Like I think Aeon Sky did a video a version specifically for it. So
Okay. Man, I look forward to seeing more of those. All right, I've got a few other things. So we did have some feedback on the favorite NFTs, and that was
there's
Ugly
so many of
Bros.
them, right?
Yeah.
There's just so many of them. Like I said, right now, I was playing around with, let's just say, the last ones that I bought, right,
Yep.
were the forgotten, the forgotten. And I like the artwork. It reminds me of the Gorillas and their crew out of El Salvador. Go back and watch the panel if you can. But they're doing some really fun stuff, and the art's really fun. And they're doing like little audio clips for each season. Like the first drop they did was 200. They did a 2,000 drop that sold out yesterday, and then I think the next one might be 5,000 after that.
Yeah. Marco, I got to say, there's people who are talking about NFT with gaming, right?
Right.
Okay. So if people are going to have NFT with gaming, all right, I play games. I play video games.
All right.
And the most popular video games hit millions and millions and millions of users. Okay.
Right.
So if people are planning on using NFTs with video games, they better plan on minting a lot of NFTs, right? And that's going to
Right.
cost a lot of money because I see what happens is, I think you spoke about this on one of the earlier casts like last night, is artists will make NFTs, they'll put them out there, some people will collect them. Most people, I follow the 80-20 rule. Probably 80% of the people are like me. I buy them and I hold them. They're sitting here in my CC wallet. Well, they're sitting here in my wallet, right? And then I go, hey, this is kind of neat. And maybe it'll have some
Well,
increased value in the future or some use or
let's
some
use
function.
the
But then
GameStop model.
the well, let me finish that thought.
Oh,
Then there's the 20% pump and dumpers who will jump in there and they're going to just like horse whip the heck out of the cNFT creator in order to try to pump the price, regardless if
right.
it has any use. Whether they're going to play a game or not doesn't matter. They just want to see a game launched. So I got to tell you, man, it's just my own assessment because I've seen this in, out there in social media. I've seen this dynamic evolve over time.
Right.
It's like starting to wear down on the Cardano kids team over there.
It's
Right.
where if you again,
And
like I said, it's one of those
and
common.
the 20% pump and dumpers are the ones who go in there and horsewhip. 80% of people are pretty happy. Hey, I bought it and I collected it, yay! And then you get the smaller 20% pump and dumpers who go in there horsewhip them, trying to drive the price up. They don't care what the NFT does. They don't care if there's utility. They're just going to try to drive the price up, right? That's
Right.
just how it is. I'm just saying that's what I've observed. So
Yeah, and
there you go.
if you listen to a lot of the panels or watch a lot of the panels, you'll see some of the creators talking about that, how it's kind of defeating and it makes them want to step back from the space and less interacting in the discords and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you got
Um,
people have to learn to tolerate that kind of nonsense because it is nonsense, and it is going to be some number of people who, I mean, they're in crypto to make money, and they're going to try to drive the price. But for
as more
those of you who
people
like
come,
art,
yeah,
yeah. But for those who like art or those who like for the collector value, I collect stuff, right?
yeah,
I didn't buy this because it's going to go up in value. I bought this because it's cool, right?
right. You
And
know how many offers I've turned down for the Mario?
I'll probably here. You're about to turn me down. Hey, Marco, can I buy that Mario? No, how many?
5 space buds.
You were offered 5 space buds.
No. I was my price right now is 5 space buds. If somebody offered me 5 space buds for it, I'd take it.
Oh my God. Okay. You
There's always a price.
what's the floor price on space buds now? Isn't it like some thousand?
5, I think 5,000 native.
5,000 ADA. So 5 space buds. Yeah, there you go. I would convert that into a race car or something.
There you go. Pay to have that Mario Kart realized, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, no, like I said, it's like I said, we need. I think in the Fiducian panel there was a great conversation that we had, and how like right now the flippers are kind of like the wholesalers, like because so you're mixing retail and wholesale in at the same time, right? And so if you miss a drop, they'll wholesale it to you on cNFT.io, right?
yeah,
But the artists and stuff, it benefits them too because their projects sell out. They get the cash, to move on to their next project. The problem again is those that stick around to worry about the floor price and drive up the floor price, and which again is fine as long as they're not bullying people, right? Because at the end of the day, all every new artist wants is to have their product and their artwork in the hands of somebody who wants it
and
and
appreciate it.
and appreciates it, right? At the end of the day. And again, so if somebody buys something that we put out, for 500 ADA or 1,000 ADA, that means that somebody got it that wants it, that is going to appreciate it, and somebody
Yeah,
made some money. So it's so you need both. It's kind of a very symbiotic relationship. It's just unfortunately right now because of the amount of people, it's very one-sided, and so you only see. It's just kind of like with negative stuff. You only see the loud minority, right? And unfortunately that's all you get to see. You don't get to see all of the DMs, all of the other stuff. The people who are just enjoying it, they don't really, they're not out there in forces, like some of the other.
right. You might have, okay, my 80-20 rule. So out of 100 people, you might have 20 people trying to drive the price up, and you have 80 people just collecting and enjoying
Yeah, I
what
would
they
say
have.
sometimes it's even like 10, you know what I mean? It's like it just feels like 20.
Yeah, and those 20 very loud people can wreak havoc because they're motivated by price. They want to drive the price
Right.
up. And so that's something to be alert to. My key thing I want to hit on there is if you're going to use FTs, if you're going to use fungible tokens in games, for example, in-game currency, or NFTs in games, for example, an NFT that gets minted at the completion of the game, not purchased prior to playing the game, right?
Right.
Now, and I've seen some great ideas from creators who say, hey, if you get to a certain checkpoint, to get past that checkpoint, I thought that was a brilliant idea. You have to have a certain NFT. But if you want the typical tens of thousands or millions of people playing that game, you can't just mint 10,000 NFTs for a game. You're going to have either no cap
Well,
on
you
the
can
supply or
as long as you price it into your price.
right. But see, the pay to play model has already been. It's kind of. I mean, the gaming
No, no, no,
community
into the
is
original price, right?
into the original price. Okay.
Like if I'm see, this is the other thing. Like it goes back to royalties, right?
Yeah.
In a sense, like if I meant something, right? I include my price, of my costs into the price. Like as a business person, right?
Yeah.
The rule is that you buy something and then you triple it. Like you try to get triple of your cost to cover of what you paid for it to cover costs, overhead, profit, and all that kind of stuff, right? So when you come up with your price for your project or for a game, right? And it's going to require a certain amount of minting involved. That minting better be calculated into your costs, right? It's like with the legacy pass, right? I
Mm-hmm.
went in and said that we're going to do a minimum of 12. Well, airdrops are not cheap, especially to 2,500 people,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I included that in the price calculation of the legacy pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the future stuff, and so you just have to price it into the price.
Yeah, and you're going to have to buy the ADA up front because right now ADA's $2, and
Right.
5 years from now it could be $10. Not financial advice ever on this channel, but
Right.
it could be 10, it could be one. But
Right, but at that
if
time,
it's
more hopefully
10,
they're going to change, set into some places where the UTXO price is less,
yeah,
right?
min UTXO can be adjusted. I think it was just adjusted recently to 0.9. I could be wrong, but min UTXO
Yeah,
required is adjustable, so as
and
the
because I
price of ADA
mean,
goes up,
yeah, the
that
main
and it's an easy change. It doesn't require a hard. Well, it might require some forking, but it won't. It's very easy to do in Cardano because it's built in.
right.
So that can
And
change.
the reason they have a price, like you said, well, why do they charge? Is because just it's to stop spam, right?
Yeah.
And it's a great spam blocker, and and so what it is also if you mint on demand, right? So if you're a gamer, you don't have to pay it up front. Like when we mint Monstrosity, when we mint Muses, it doesn't mint until the person buys it, right? And so you're
Okay.
not paying that fee until it actually mints.
Oh, so I can still get monstrosities? Not to go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. I thought I missed that one.
Well, no, we release a new one every week. The only one that's sold out is Koi Pond, and I think Bill Ander and Ted is under 100
Okay. Oh,
left.
that okay. That's why I've seen in the list where it says sold out, sold out, sold out, and then there's an okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we
Understood.
release a new one every week.
Okay.
And the idea is with Muses and Monstrosity is that anybody coming to the space for the first time wants to buy an NFT. Most projects are sold out; they don't know what to get. At least they can come to our projects, test it out, buy their first NFT, collect them, and and enjoy the process, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And that's I think that's critical is that there are NFTs available to people new to Cardano because 50 ADA to some people might not seem like much,
right.
but if you I've know people who recently got in and 50 ADA is over $100 and
And we only charge 12.
they're like yeah they're thinking I'm trying to collect more ADA, so they might
Right.
not want to participate in NFTs now, but if as they learn or decide to collect.
Right. Well,
They could
monstrosities and muses are only 12 ADA. Um,
nice.
so that way, people can get in, try it out, see what it's like, test out Pool PM, see what it's like with the minting system and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, cool.
And that was one of the goals is, and also we designed our sets so that if you come around a month later, there's still some left that you can go back and collect the other ones, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good. I like that. That seems a little more fair than the. I mean, fair is
relative term.
it's a relative term. It's a relative term.
Well,
Where if you want
yeah.
to try to sell 10,000 in 1 hour, you can. It's possible, right?
Right. Well, like
But
I
if
said,
you want to,
I have created the numbers specifically. Like we do 700 muses of each one every week, and we do 500 of the monstrosity, so that there's only variations. They're not all uh like there's no
like
lottery
a
really.
rarity chart,
Yeah, like there
there's no
is
rarity chart.
there is a rarity built in, but it's not. But it's there's only like on the monstrosity you have the leader and the non-leader, so it's 100 and 400, right?
Okay.
On muses you have the common one, which is 300, 200 for the uncommon, 125 for the rare, and then 75 for the ultra rare. So even though that there is some rarity in it, it's not like you're going to find one that's going to mint you 20,000 ADA. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so there isn't a lot of that flipping going on with that stuff.
And that does mitigate the flipping by being able to make new
It's
ones,
like a
and
mass
rarity
market
is
play,
on.
right?
Okay.
It's like when you go to,
I
yeah,
I noticed Jet Chickens did that too. I got
yeah.
Jet Chickens, and it's like a playing card game, and there's more to come of that as well. And they have a low ceiling and a broad. You can get a lot of them. If you want
Yeah.
to buy a lot, you can. If you want to buy a few packs, you can just get a few packs. It's funny you mentioned Pool PM. I have it up on my other screen, and it is just like there are NFTs just barking out there. There's League of Pixels. I had not seen League of Pixels yet. Cardano Crocs. There's all kinds of NFTs right now in real time, just flying across my screen. Pretty crazy.
So the cool thing about like when you're talking about gaming, one of the biggest things like, when it comes to mass market, the millions and millions,
Yeah.
is it's going to be a DMR system, right? You're familiar with like the copyright, DMR, where you can't play it without the serial number, right? Well, what it is you'll not your game you'll be able to download it, but it won't be able to play without the NFT, right? And then when you're done with the game, you'll be able to sell your NFT on the secondary market or give it to a friend or let them play, right? So the game itself is just downloadable, right? And then the the key to unlock it is always the NFT.
That's a pretty good idea because then I can give the game away, which is hard to do with current software models. Most
Right.
software models want to make you dependent on the creator to keep coming back for more, which is
Right.
fine. I mean, that's how business models work. But I guess if you own the NFT, you own the key. That's a great idea. I mean, I'm interested to see how that would be monetized and work out. And
Well, I mean, that's
if you
what
put,
GameStop's going to do, right?
oh, really? Cool.
I mean, they're taking they were on the verge of collapsing, and then the whole GameStop thing happened, and now they have $1 billion war chest, and they're going to switch into gaming NFTs that
Nice.
work as like a DMR type of setup. But and then also the cool thing too is that you can make special edition ones. Like we're going to be releasing a book, our first book with Buffy Butt Publishing next month, right? And it's gonna have a limited edition covers and then the PDF of the book attached, right? So that you can the NFT itself, is the collector item, and then you can read the book and stuff with just any browser type of thing. And it's going to be a sci-fi series that I had commissioned. I came up with the story, and I worked with an author, and we're almost done with it. The first one, and there's going
Hmm.
to be probably we're hoping to release about one every 6 weeks, a new one in the series.
Cool.
And so,
Man. Hey, I want to follow up on the question asked earlier about NFTs and gaming and stuff like that. Objects in a Looking Glass says, I can't wait for that achievement NFTs in game because we're already obsessed on Steam, and that's not nearly as good as a real NFT. Yeah, that would be neat. I'm a Steam fan as well because you can play it on any platform. That was the last
well,
big game changer I saw in games was Steam launching and all
well,
the
it's the
different.
same thing with like your gaming avatar. You can use, with Ludo Token, for example, you'll be able to log in and play games as your Nitty.
Yeah,
And I don't know, did you play the Nitty's demo?
I did not play the demo, and I have a lot of nitties. I got some
Yeah.
cool nitties, man.
And so, like in their demo, you solve a puzzle, and when you solve the puzzle, it automatically mints out the achievement and sends it to your wallet. And it's a
Oh,
little snapshot of when you solve the puzzle and everything. And it automatically goes to your wallet.
cool. So do I pay a
And
little bit of ADA to pay for that transaction fee?
no, it does it automatically. Like I said, it's baked into the. Like I said,
The cost structure
yeah.
baked into it?
And so it's one of those things that, like I said, I don't think because there's going to be ones that you're probably going to have to pay for, but as a game developer, right? I don't think it would be right to just throw in a whole bunch of achievements to basically and then make everybody pay for them, right? So if I sell a game for 10 ADA
Mhm.
and I'm going to have three achievements in it, right? That get minted out, I better calculate the cost of those three achievements into the price of that 10 ADA, right?
Yeah.
Make it 13 ADA, you know what I mean? So that way they don't have to do it, pay for that, right? And um, so yeah, it's one of those things. But then the other question comes to be is like, only that NFT can only mint those achievements once. That way, if it does get resold, so he buys it, they can't also mint those achievements, right?
Okay. Now, is there, if I'm not mistaken, Crypto Nitties minted 10,000, right? Or did they do more?
10,000, and then they have 10,000. Then they have season two going on right now, which is 250 every like 3 or 4 weeks. They really or three
Oh,
weeks they release a new one
yeah.
that are limited to 250.
Okay.
Like they're doing the skateboard series right now, And then if you watch the Nitty's interview, they actually drop what the next series is. The next part of season 2 is. It's
Okay.
not a skateboard one. It's I guess you're gonna have to go watch it now. I'm joking. It's an
No,
arcade
no,
cabinet.
yeah, no, I am gonna have to go watch it because I am a Crypto Nitties fan. I think he runs an in-game engine for that, and
Mhm.
that's cool because that means that project with Crypto Nitties is further along. Is pretty far along if they're
Oh yeah,
running an in-game
and
engine, and
and they also get a
oh,
lot of slack about floor price, this and that. But they're him and Adam are working on a lot of technology
yeah.
that's going to be come out in the future.
So that goes back to um, basically people who are trying to pump the price are going to fall on their own sword because if you want if you have 10,000 crypto nitties, you're only going to have 10,000 people playing maximum. Like I have, I
Right.
don't know, 20 crypto nitties. I thought they were really cool. I got some for family members and stuff to give away, right? And
Yeah.
to trade. So you're going to have more than 10,000 NFTs to have more than 10,000 users, which means, and it's a good thing, that Crypto Nitties has to release more Crypto Nitties. And it doesn't mean it will necessarily
But
lower the floor price, but it might
right.
deter people from trying to pump it because they're going to say, well, the rarity is no longer a factor
But see,
or it's less.
that's the thing is what people got to realize, right? The more and more a project goes further down the road, the original ones become worth more if it's a
Yes.
good project.
Yeah,
And
the
this is what I
OG
try
one.
to
Yeah.
explain. As a creator, you just want to keep putting out good stuff, and the more stuff is, think of it like an artist, right? Who's working in their basement, makes their first paintings. They sell for $100. They sell for $100, right? But they keep painting, and eventually their stuff becomes worth millions. Those original ones, are they still worth $100, or do they appreciate, because the artists themselves built up a collection and built up a fan base, right?
Yeah, they appreciate
And
the
that's the same thing
originals.
with a lot of these projects, right? The more and more that these people can focus on putting out quality products and moving on to next collections,
Hmm.
right? The more that the originals should increase in value as well. So what I always say is just concentrate on putting out good work and keep putting out good work.
Nice.
The rest will fall into place. It'll be what it'll be. It is. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yep.
But I
Hey,
think,
it's time to wrap, isn't it?
yeah, we've got about 10 minutes to get ready for the Claymates.
I wanted to hit on one thing before we wrap up here. Did you
Sure.
hear about the Bondly? And then I'll hit the schedule real quick, get people on the
I
list down
did,
below.
but I'm more in the NFT black hole, like
Okay,
like
so,
where you're focused on a little bit more wider Cardano.
well,
So why don't
yeah,
you talk about it?
yeah. All right, so there is IOHK has a partnership with Bondly. Okay, and Bondly says today we've announced major collaboration with Input Output as a provider of the official cross-chain Ethereum to Cardano NFT bridge. So it's going to be Ethereum to Cardano
Oh,
and
nice.
Cardano to Ethereum back and forth to move their NFTs between networks. So you'll be able to go Cardano to ETH, ETH back to Cardano. And then here is the link to the Bondly Finance Medium article where they talk about creating this joint bridge. Bondly's pretty big. I've seen them around. I don't use any of their current products, but I have seen information from Bondly. So I think that's a pretty good development here to have this Ethereum to NFT bridge. And one of their key selling points is it's more eco-friendly because you're using a lot less power than a proof of work blockchain and you're getting
Right.
the same or better results.
So basically, you can come over and store and sell your stuff on Cardano that you bought, and not have to worry about all the gas fees. I guess you got to worry about the gas fee to transfer it over, maybe.
Yeah, but it'll be the last one you ever pay, or at least you could say. I'm assuming there's going to be a gas fee to send it from your Ethereum wallet into the converter,
Right.
right? There's going to be some fee to pay. Then it comes out the other end, a little bit of ADA coming out the other end.
And then when you got dexes, you can switch back and forth between ADA and ETH,
Yeah,
pretty
when the
easily.
dexes reach that point, because some dexes are on Cardano only, where it's between native asset and ADA, so it
All right.
stays.
Well, we're
But
talking
then you
like
have the
down the road. Yeah.
multi-chain dexes where you can send wrapped tokens from or wrapped coins from one chain to another, and so on. But yeah,
It's almost like they're bonding them together.
yeah, and making them interoperable. But there's still, I think that's still years out. The cross-chain interoperability. It's going to be quite some time, but it will happen eventually.
I think it'll. I think
It'll
by
be
this, I think it'll be a little bit quicker than that. But yeah.
no, it'll be at least a couple of years,
All right.
easy, properly to do it right, and it's so that it's not. It's going to be at least 5 years to be user friendly. It's going to be a couple of years to get it out there, and it's going to be more than that, 5 years before the average person can even think about using a DEX. Because right now, it's called a Chinese finger puzzle. You go through. I mean, they're not on Ethereum. When you use Ethereum products on Ethereum, they're easy to use. But when you start getting into cross chain, you're going to get into some interesting things, to say the least. All right.
Well,
So there was a couple questions I had for the viewers. Do you see people using the Ethereum to Cardano NFT bridge? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you see people using the Cardano to Ethereum to Cardano NFT bridge? Do you see people using the ERC20 converter? Put that in the comment section
I
down
think
below.
I think people will go where the liquidity is.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. They'll go but they'll also go where the price is low. I mean, there's great liquidity on Ethereum, but all I
Great
ever see,
arbitrage.
yeah, great
maybe
arbitrage.
maybe
Yeah.
somebody's taking space buds over to ETH and selling for a bunch of ETH.
Or vice versa. And that was my third question for the viewers: was are there projects, NFT projects on Ethereum you would like to see come over to Cardano, like the Bored Apes, for example, or something like that? Or is the creator just going to launch a new product on Cardano of the same likeness of the original product? Which
Well,
would you prefer? Would you want the brand new product, or would you like it to bridge across the chain?
well, if we go back, if you watch the Forgotten panel, they actually are designing to release their projects all cross chain. So like right now they have the Forest Kids, right, are
Yeah.
on Cardano, but they may do like the Oceanside Kids, right, like on Solana, right? They might do what they'll do is they'll ask the community like, where should we go next for this part of the collection, right? And it's almost like they're using chains as different areas of a map,
Yeah.
right? And building, that way. But whatever they mint on one chain will not be minted on another. So it's not like they're just copying and pasting from one to another. It actually is part of the story.
Okay, so it'll remain on its native chain, but have the ability to go to another parachain.
Well, no, I'm saying that they're just going to mint, like, say, on Solana or on Polkadot or on another chain, like a new part of the collection.
Okay.
Like I said, right now, the current collection they've got is the Forest Kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like they were saying, like let's say they want to do the kids that are by the ocean, right? And that kids camp, it will be all of those kids will be minted on Solana, and so or something like that. Again, it's something that they're talking about testing out and trying, and again, if it serves the story and what the community wants.
Okay. All right, Marco. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second as you're wrapping that up. It's time for you to go. You got to roll on to the next one. What I want to ask the viewers, I'm going to put a link in the chat, and I'm going to post it in the description down below. Marco, can I send them the link to the Google Calendar?
Yeah, it's a public one.
Okay. All right. There's the link to the Google Calendar. Oh, it just told me it's held for review.
There it is.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so it's up. The link is up. Link is in the chat. I'm going to put a description down below. That's the actual calendar for the rest of the day. Make sure you check that. Make sure you check the Buffy bot on Twitter, which is the NFT Update IO Twitter link down below. You'll get updates there. And one last thing before we go, those of you who are here live, let us know in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 being average and 10 being awesome. Let us know how cNFTcon is going. Just say, hey, 5, 7.5, 8, 9, 10, 11 of 10, right? Let us know on a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 being average, 10 being awesome.
Is this one of those surveys that they do like at the drive-through? But if you give anything less than a 5, the person gets fired?
No. No. Uh, and also leave comments in the description down below. What would you like to see next year at cNFTcon? Now, good luck out competing Marco for ideas, because he never runs out of ideas. He always has new ideas. And so leave us some feedback. Let us know in the comment section down below what you would like to see at
Hey,
cNFT.
their idea may spark another idea. You never know.
Yeah, those ideas, they add up. So that'll be great to have those cool ideas from all y'all folks. All right, Marco, what do you say, man?
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's slate of panels.
Right on. All right, links in the chat, links in the description. Check out the schedules. Check out the rest of cNFTcon that now goes through late Sunday night onto Monday morning. And thank you for having me, Marco. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.